Okay, and we are live. Once again, live again. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks after vacation, and then just not feeling too well the next week afterwards. But back in it, did not forget. Want to make sure we get some progress done on this little project, and maybe make something fun out of it. All right, so as y'all might remember, we got a jump, a dash, and that's it. That's what we got here. I'm not quite sure what I wanted to make of this, like what it would turn into. Had a couple ideas from like some like weird arcadey like bowling platformer, or maybe like a golf, some type of platformer. But I was thinking either like bowling or golf or even soccer. Bowling would be kind of fun because you could like take down pins, you know. But weight wise, this doesn't make much sense. This doesn't really move like the way a bowling ball does. Maybe golf. Some type of like little platformer where you're going from green to green to green, just trying to make it into a hole, maybe through obstacles or something. The other idea I had was maybe like soccer platformer where you're just jumping around from, I guess, platform to platform, going through goals or hitting obstacles or something. But I feel like it would just make more sense with golf, right? You know, you're going to start from one little zone, try to make your way to the final hole. I guess there'd have to be some type of club that hits you. Maybe it could be like an obstacle that you position yourself in front of, and then the club will like whack you off way where you're going. And you just got to try to get into the end goal, into the hole. It's the best thing I can come up with right now. I don't really know if that's what it's going to be, but I would like to try and just create a level with a small little goal of just getting from one section to another. Ooh, maybe make some type of actor, some type of item, object, whatever, that I can just place, and it gives me like an end screen, like a "you did it, congrats." Because right now, you just kind of go forever. There's not really a start or an end. I feel like obstacles in that sense might be a bit easier to implement than an actual like start and end state. So maybe let's figure out some type of like start and end state. I think I have another map here. Map 1. Okay. See, this was just like a little test area. Why a golf ball can jump and dash like this, I don't know. That's the fun part. But he can, and he do. Look at him. He be going. Bam. Okay. So I think that's what I'd like to do here. I'd like to create some type of like start and end logic to a level. That's what I'm wondering, how it's actually going to go from level to level. Like, is it just going to load this, and then like the moment I hit play here, should I get some type of logic or like screen that says like, you ready to go? Like, here's your best time. Go. Ooh, like a time trial. That could be fun. Okay. Yeah, because I'm pretty satisfied with this. Just jump and dash. That's really all you need right now. I don't know why the floor is all jagged like this, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's try to come up with a way. So I should probably reopen those windows. This is when I was messing around with that little jump pad and realized that it only works on an actor. Okay, and this is the charge time. So this is charging. Oh yeah, every time I want to change the parameters of how much it can charge Dash, I have to go into this little timeline here. Which, if I'm not mistaken, should be here. Oh, I had that open already. Okay. They don't need the aim. Oh, and that's right. Add the widget validation. That's 2 words combined. From our good old friend Unreal Engine RTS. Help me with that. Okay. I just want to copy all this, put it inside Charge Dash. That there. Now if I come out to the event graph, should still work, right? Compile. Nope, it broke. Why did it break? I don't understand why it broke. All I did was just put it inside a function. Why did it break? Oh. That's probably got something to do with it. Can I not copy this? One or more copied nodes cannot be pasted into this graph. Yeah, why can't I? That's weird. Does that have to be a macro? Is that what it is? Let's take a gander. I don't know why that's not working. It couldn't have to be a macro. I don't really remember which one has what restrictions on it. I just know that functions have restrictions on them that macros do not. Let me go to the handy dandy Google machine, figure out what's what. In Unreal 5, you cannot directly paste or create a timeline node within a blueprint function. This is a fundamental design limitation in Unreal Engine. Functions are designed for instantaneous execution. Blueprint functions are intended to perform calculations or actions that complete within a single frame. That's why there's that restriction. That makes sense. I don't really remember the original lesson that I did explaining why there was such restrictions on functions versus macros, but it just explained it right there. A function can't execute things over time. It has to be instantly that frame. Okay. Timelines are latent actions by their nature, involve actions that occur over a period of time, such as animating. Yep, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's saying to use a macro, which makes sense. Let's try that. Oh. I could just collapse it into a macro, can't I? Want to get all this in here too. Collapse to macro. Collapse to macro failed. The timeline cannot be placed in a macro graph. Okay. It seems like, yeah, it seems like timelines cannot go in macros or functions. Who would have thunk? Not me, surely. I don't get why macros don't work though. All right. That's kind of a bummer. Seems like I'm going to have to leave it like this. Literally all the charge dash does is just it just sets global time dilation to 0.5. I don't know. I might still leave the function like that because it just looks nicer this way. Show a charge dash and a release dash. That is a bummer, huh? There's really no way to control the value here outside of the timeline. I just programmed this poorly because I would prefer this be a variable, but it doesn't look like I can have this determined by a variable. Let's get rid of this new macro. Oh, I could definitely have release dash. Yeah, I can definitely have release dash set as a macro. It's not It's not the charge. Yeah, this is completely irrelevant. This variable is being set each time by this. Like, it might as well not even be a variable now that I'm looking at it. That just don't make no dang sense. This almost feels like the equivalent of trying to like unscrew a screw with a butter knife. Like, yeah, it works, but that's not really its intended use or how you're supposed to unscrew things. Ooh, I got a sneeze coming. I can feel it. Got cat hair floating around here. Ugh. Oh my god. Well, hopefully my voice has been on that whole time. I think I tested it a second ago. I think I saw it. I just didn't hit mute properly. You can see right here this blue icon, which I think by default is green. I set it to blue when I got it. This little blue thing right here, this number, tap it. As I just did, it turns red. Watch, if when I tap it, you're not going to be able to. I thought I tapped it. I guess I didn't. See, does that work now? Perfect. You know, as much as I like having people hang out in the stream here and watch me go through this, I gotta say it is a whole different vibe when it's just me. Not really bad, but it is a completely different vibe for sure. Yeah, I might just need to hold on to this here as is. I'm gonna do this. Wait, what was this for again? Dash cooldown. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so the cooldown not being used. But I'm just gonna go ahead and re-comment from selection. Okay. Charge / release dash. There we go. Jump, got the charge and release dash. All the movement stuff is right here. That's I'd say organized enough for me. Oh yeah, we ain't doing that number. It's there though. I still have the arrow and the Is that so big? Why is this just connected to nothing? Hmm. Oh yeah, because I don't use the can dash variable anymore. Right? Can dash is true. When is it ever not true aside from there? Hmm. Guess if I've just dashed. Probably do one of these. Experiment with this, bring that down here. Set can dash to false. So that way, I don't think I'll be able to dash unless I actually hit the ground. Nope. It never resets back to... Oh. That's why. Also, this should probably be before, like at the very beginning. It still just cracks me up that this is just not doing anything other than setting the global time dilation. I can't put a timeline into a function or a macro, which is kind of a bummer. So out here it will stay with some vestigial functions that don't even really need to be there. Yeah, I kind of like only being able to dash one time until you get back to the ground. But if that's the case, I'm going to have to change this up. Debating just getting rid of these functions, or really just like putting all of this inside of it, aside from the timeline, just have the timeline like sticking out at the end, since I can't put it in the function. Which I get why the functions can't have them in there. The function has to be executed right then and there, but I don't get why it can't be in a macro. That feels silly. Let's do it like this. That did not work how I intended for that to work. Hmm. That's weird. Especially because I'm now just realizing that this never prints. I think I messed it up. What even happened? Am I crazy, or is that not how I just had it? Oh, triggered. Oh, I think that's what I did before. I think I messed it up in the same exact way before. Alt. Is it not? Alt click? Excuse me? For some reason, the Windows key and the Alt key on my keyboard have switched around what they do. Look, we got, where it at? It's all printed on the front. I don't know if you can see it that well, but look, we got Windows right here and Alt right here, but hitting Alt brings open the Windows panel. And likewise, holding the Windows button, Windows, disconnects the pin. That don't make no sense. What? Is that like is that a thing? Is that a thing on Windows? Windows key and Alt key switched. Oh, it's a built-in Windows / Mac mode. At least it is for a different keyboard that I'm looking at. I don't even remember the brand on this. Like Epoch, I think. I don't know how to fix that. Epo Maker, Epoch. Not even a real brand. There's a button on the top of the keyboard to switch it to Mac mode. I don't see it. I don't see it. FNW. That work? Oh, it worked. Look at that. We're back in Windows mode. Amazing. man. I'm glad that worked. The only other solution would have been to get rid of my whole Windows computer and buy a Mac instead. But I don't have to do that. Very glad I don't have to do that. Okay. So I think now if started, yep, started. I think this should work now. Try it out. Cool. I think I like that. I think being able to dash multiple times in the air is a little cheesy. Oh. Oh, I don't know about that. It's like still charging. That's weird. Someone is trying to bang down my door. Oh. Come here. Come here. Goodness. Oh. Who would have thought? This siren trying to bang down the door. Anytime this door is closed, she is outside meowing and banging on it. Aren't you? Aren't you? You just want to come in and hang out. But sometimes you get all over my keyboard and it's hard to concentrate. She's a menace. That's okay. She's my menace. If you'll sit still, turn on the camera. Oh no. See, this is why I didn't want to let you in. Lately, you've just not been sitting in your bed and you've just been like getting down my keyboard. I need you to get in your bed. You don't want to get in your bed? That's okay. But on the keyboard is not going to work out. There you go. Stay planted. Nope. Yeah, she's been real bad about this recently, and I haven't exactly been the best either about keeping her up here. I've been a little bit naughty and just letting her lay down on the table. So of course now she doesn't want to lay down there because she knows that I'll just let her lay on the keyboard if she's annoying enough. I'm gonna have to kick you out, girl. No? Yeah, maybe the 9th time I put you up there, I'll let you get down, right? Lay down. Okay. There we go. Cat cam. And she's down again. What am I going to do with this cat? You were so well trained before. It's my fault for letting you slide so many times. How do I can't concentrate on nothing with you here. In your bed. Nope. In your bed. Nope. In your bed. You stay there. Oh. In your bed. Okay. If you want to get down, you can, but this is not an option for you. Nope. I'm gonna give you only a couple more chances before I kick you out. This is as much as I just want to play with you. This is not the complete beginner learns how to train their cat stream. Though it basically is at this point. Girl, lay down. Gosh. No. There you go. Okay, so I'm now facing an issue where it is still clearly charging. Even, oh, it's just going. Oh, that's not. There was no resistance. That ball just kept going and didn't stop rolling. That is not intentional. Like, it doesn't seem like it loses momentum at any point. Like, unless I'm crazy, I think this is going to roll all the way to the end, just uncontested. No, it's still going. Look at that. Friction? No clue what that is. So now I need a way for, I figure would just be a built-in part of the physics engine, having it stop. But does the tick being post-physics matter? Sphere. Oh, there's like no dampening. Yeah, that might be it. 0.1. Slowing down. It's slowing down. I swear. Beautiful. Look at that. Professional programmer out here. I changed a number from 0.01 to 0.1. I know, you've never seen anything like it. I wouldn't blame you. Truly one of the world's most innovative Unreal Engine devs. It's just I'm just a natural at it, apparently. Yo, the YouTube stream is so far behind. What? Why is the YouTube stream so much more delayed? Did I set a delay on it by accident? I must have, because YouTube is just right now seeing when I messed around with the keyboard, having the Windows and Alt key switched. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, now to solve my problem of the charge still charging when it doesn't show up. So watch. If I were to dash, or hang on, let me jump, dash, and then hold it again, it still charges its dash during that time. Or I was under the silly impression that it would not be charging if the timeline isn't going off. Maybe just set the dash charge value to 0 right after this? No, but then... it shouldn't even pass this check if can dash is false. Oh. Print string. Oh, duh. Can dash. Get. It's somehow making it past this. It's making it past this check when it can't dash. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Does it only work? Yep. Okay, so I see what's happening. It's starting to charge the second it hits the ground, which is not what we want. We want it to only start charging when I have this when the widget's on screen. I want it to disregard any previous input that happens from when it actually starts. Sorry, I want it to disregard any previous input from when it hits the ground, unless I hit left click again after it hits the ground. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be in some sense of playing with like the triggered, ongoing, canceled pins, because I don't want it to be able to dash again until it touches the ground, but I don't want it to start charging if I'm holding left click and then it touches the ground, because then all it sees is that I've touched the ground and the dash is reset. And then it charges again on dashes, which is not what I want. So wondering if maybe a different criteria for when it sets can dash again. No, not at the beginning there. I don't know. Okay. No, I don't really know where I would change that or how I should change it. Just got to experiment a little bit, I suppose. See, I thought that's what the started would do. I thought starting it is what makes all. So I feel like the issue I'm having would make more sense if it was coming out of ongoing, unless I'm just misunderstanding how that works. But the fact that it's supposed to only fire when I start holding the action is getting me. Action value. I wonder what that does specifically. What does the action value do? Action value Boolean. Hmm. Be nice if there was a way to tell if this is currently being pressed. And if so, like at no point do I ever want uh can dash to be set to true if this is actively being pressed in that moment. maybe a separate Boolean that it sets this to. Well, it's already got charging dash. Oh no, and then it sets it to false right here. So maybe just a separate check right here where it, if charging dash is set to false, then it doesn't even fire all this. Maybe. I feel like that's not the answer, but that's why we're here. Just toy around, experiment, see what works and what doesn't. So we'll do a charging dash. Bring that in here. Get, convert to branch. Okay, so if that is true, no, if that's false, there we go. So if that's false, let's try that out. No, still doing it. That might not have been the right way. Maybe true. Maybe I just had it backwards. Let's try it the other way. Because why not? Oh, hey. What's up, bacon guy? Not much, man. Just messing around with the old ball and dash, as they say. Right now, I'm just trying to prevent. Oh. Access none, trying to, I don't know what's going on there. I'm just messing with the dash. Right now, what I'm trying to prevent is the dash from charging before I want it to start charging. Here, let me show you. That might make it a bit easier to understand. So it started. So I'm trying to make it to where you can only dash once per jump, and then it recharges your dash when you touch the ground. But something I've noticed is that if I'm holding left click after I've touched the ground, you don't see any UI as if it should be charging, but if I let go, it dashes. So what's happening is the moment it touches the ground, it is, or I guess really interacts with any obstacle, it is setting can dash to true. But I don't want that to happen if this is like actively firing, or if this branch right here is firing, I don't want it to set can dash to true. So what's happening is it's setting it to true, and I'm able to like charge up a dash, like a ghost dash, if you will, before the UI actually indicates to the player that you are charging your dash. That's just what I'm trying to prevent right now. Just toying around with Booleans and such to see if anything works. Sure, I'll get it figured out. What you been up to, man? How's work? How's RC car racing? Oh, the new Battlefield game? Same, honestly. I haven't played any on stream. I've been like debating with maybe doing some gaming on stream as well, but yeah, all my time in Battlefield has been off stream. I put like, in just the beta, like the open beta from a couple weeks ago, I put like 20 some odd hours into that. And now I put probably another 20 hours into the actual game since it came out. You can get the action value to check if it's down. See, that's what I was looking at. Strife, sorry, hang on. I'm terrible at reading names. ST Firefly. I see now. Yes, that would probably be nice if I knew how to use that. So I assume the action value. Okay, the name is making more sense now. It's the value of whether that action is true or false, I assume. Well, there is a way to read it. Yeah. Yeah, I figured. Still kind of new at this, sorry. Maybe promote to variable? So I guess it's true if it's going. And then false if it's not. That'd be my assumption just based off of what I see here. Okay. Well, I don't want it to set anything. But just get a check on it. Get for it to branch. Maybe something like this. It's false. Or maybe I should, actually, I probably don't even need to put it there. I can probably just put it up like right here where it's resetting the dash. Let me try it right here and see if that works. Right click and type IA charge dash, and then you can just get the value. Ooh. Oh, enhanced input, enhanced action values. Would you look at that? Okay. Leave that there to experiment with. Let's see if this works. Probably won't. I'm sure I did something wrong. Okay. Let's check that when you land. Okay. Now let's do that then. Just bring this boy out. Let's get rid of that. Let's put that back there. Come on up here. And then branch, condition, and if it's false, then set to can dash. Let's try that. That worked. That worked. That's perfect. Last time when it would dash and I'd hold left click, it would just boom, start dashing again there. So that worked. Thank you. I appreciate you, ST Firefly. Your name wouldn't happen to have anything to do with the show Firefly that was unjustly canceled for its time, would it? Nah, but that was a great show. It was real. Very sad that that was let go. And well before I ever actually watched it. I'm sure I watched it a good, maybe almost 10 years after it went off the air. But it's very good. Very, very good. My wife and I routinely watch Serenity. We watched through the series twice, but every now and again we'll rewatch Serenity just to feel something. No, but it was a great series and a great movie too. Oh, get rid of this action value boolean. I assume that's still just going to work fine because it's a whole separate value right there. Yep, perfect. That works beautifully. Okay. So, what else was I trying to do? Oh, I was trying to come up with just like a map start and map end logic, or like a level start and a level end logic. So I think eventually I would like this ball to go somewhere. Like the whole point of making movement mechanics is to use those mechanics to like make it to some type of goal or destination. So maybe some type of like opening screen or like you did it screen, you know? So I think that might be my next task here. Thinking maybe some type of like golf ball platformer. Maybe a rage game, maybe not. I'm not sure yet, but just, you know, it's like a weird little get from one end to the other. A la mini golf. Maybe have like large clubs that you can reset on, and like the club will like hit you up real high wherever you're trying to go. It's like obviously golf balls don't jump and dash like this, but that's the twist, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I've just been having a hard time like coming up with an actual theme or idea for what this would be as a game, and that's the best take that I've got so far. Some type of like little golf ball platformer. I don't know what else I'm gonna do with a ball that can jump around like this. And something that's like realistic for me to be able to achieve. Getting from one platform to another when they move or will hit you off, that seems a bit more achievable than something more complicated than that. All right. So I assume that the level loading is essentially going to be the same series of events as like if I were to click play right here. So that would be the start of the level, I'm assuming. So from this point on, I would need something that, you know, because you don't want to just pop into a level with no context on what you're doing or where you're supposed to go. So maybe have like a start screen. That's sounding like UI. Sounds like I'm gonna have to dip my toes back into UI a little bit. Excuse me, sorry. Wonder if I should do that first, or make like the level end, or like an endpoint, or some type of like win condition for the level. Could probably start with like a win condition, and then what the heck is that down there? Y'all see that? What is that? Oh. Hello. I don't know what you are. Exponential height fog. Usually you make a start level that is just the menu UI, and then you load the map and player when they start. Fair? That makes sense. Yeah, so it's probably just going to be like an overlap actor, or an actor that gets overlapped, and then from there, just like, I don't know, it's something like a basic, just end level, or like bringing open like the end level UI. I doubt that's really going to be that hard to do. It's just a box that I overlap. Maybe I should create some type of just very basic UI for now. Last bit of UI I touched was this little charge meter. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's still working. That was weird. Okay, yeah, no, that's working how it should. Okie dokie. So let's do UI, charge meter. Guess it would just be another widget. It's a widget preview. That's a widget blueprint. Okay. I don't know. User widget. Okay, that's what that icon is. I'll just call it general UI for right now. I rename it later. Okay. Oh boy. That's right. Okay. I got to remember how this even works. Let's go take a look again at what I did for my charge meter. So I think, okay. Yep. I remember that now. I need to have some type of like root panel. It's like a hierarchy system for it. Okay. And that was just canvas. Canvas panel. Okay. I have to drag it out. I do. Oh, I feel like I remember having to set the actual aspect ratio manually. Why does that sound familiar? I feel like I did have to do that at one point. Could be wrong. Maybe that's the whole point of the anchors, but for some reason I thought I had to do something with manually setting an aspect ratio. I don't see anything for that right now. Section, no, that looks like the same size to me. Okay. Let's just do text, I guess. Oh, now I am starting to remember that I can't just center this text. I have to anchor it. Oh no, there's a line text to center. Where's the anchor though? Center. That doesn't, I can't tell if that's aligned to center. No, it doesn't look like it. Dots are to the side. Okay, it's probably not a huge deal right now. Really, the whole point of this is just to get it working. We'll go. Okay, I'm already seeing how I'm gonna need to change the names on this. This shouldn't be general UI. It should be like level UI, and then general UI would be like in a typical game. I would assume something like a health bar. There's not going to be a health bar here, but oh, good gracious. I mean, since I'm here, just make a pause. Call this pause UI. Ooh, maybe I should stick to this kind of naming convention. UI pause. Hopefully they don't break something by renaming this one. UI charge meter. I'm just going to hit play and test that the old-fashioned way. Yep, no, that works. Cool. Oh my gosh, best viewers at name of website that I'm not gonna verbally say out loud. Possible ban evader. Oh my goodness. Whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? Let's go ahead and report and then ban. Report. Spam, scam, bots, tampering. Yes. Spam. Trying to sell viewers. Submit. And then once you look at that, ban. Account created 18 hours ago. Also, Bacon Guy, if you're still in here, I am curious what your favorite mode in the new Battlefield game is. Been really liking Escalation, but want to know if anyone else has a different opinion. I haven't tried out the new Battle Royale mode, though. That one does look pretty awesome. Man. A good way to fix that is there. Paused. Button. See, can I get some snapping? That would be sick. I've always been a Conquest player, but Escalation might be my new favorite in Battlefield 6. Yeah, it's a nice little switch up for that mode. It's been fun. I also play a lot of Rush. Ooh, see, I have not dipped my toes into Rush yet. I think that's going to be the next thing I do. Same with the campaign. I haven't even tried the campaign yet, but I hear it is a campaign. It's serviceable. Have you tried out the Battle Royale mode yet? I think that just came out today, if I'm not mistaken. The 28th? Yeah, I think it was today it came out. Sorry. Button text? Tooltip text. Test. Nope. I haven't planned on trying it out tonight once my buddy is off work. Nice. I hope you like it. I'm sure that's probably what I'll end up doing after stream as well. Maybe playing some of that new mode. There is no text, is there? The tooltip text shows when the user hovers over the widget with the mouse. That is not what I want. I want a plain old text on a button. Wonder if I have to actually put text over it. That'd be kind of a bummer. Let's see here. Yep, sure do. Got to drag a text widget onto the button. Ain't that something? Gotta make it a child with the button. Oh, interesting. Now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Yeah, it is reverse order. I was thinking on the hierarchy, it's under the button, but it's appearing over the button. Okay, yeah, it's reverse order. Resume. Hey, that's looking pretty dead center right there. I add some extra letters to see if it is. Oh, I think it's just by chance. That was centered. That's good enough for me for right now. Zoom. Maybe like a exit. Where other button? Where you go? Oh, way up there. How'd you get over here, bud? Didn't get the message. We're all hanging out on the center of the screen here. Anchor. Center. Yes. Oh, was the anchor on this one also just like somewhere off in no man's land? It might be. Quit. Oh, I could have just copied the transform. That was silly. That unevenness is making my insides cringe. 160, 45. Sure. Perfect. What more do you need? That's a pause menu right there. Okay. Now the question is, how will I bring it to the screen? I'm sure it's just a custom action or an enhanced input action. So input, actions. I think I hear another cat meowing out there. Siren is fast asleep, but I think Domino might be out too. Oh, here she is. Yeah, because I don't like that, but oh, now that she got some pets, you're just up and at 'em, huh? You're like, oh, we getting pets out here? Is that what we're doing? Tell the stream your thoughts, Siren. How do you feel about other pets besides you getting pets? Yeah. Says it's baloney. She hates it. Oh boy. You were doing so good laying in your bed a bit ago. You were doing great. Come on. You do it again. I believe in you. I know it. All right, so we're going to make another input action, just called pause. Kitty, I know that you want to be on the stream all the time, but I need you to lay down in your bed sometimes. You can't always be co-developing with me on the keyboard at the same time. I don't think they make keyboards that accept people and cat inputs at the same exact time. I'm gonna get nothing done. Come on. Stay on down. Oh boy. You can get down if you want, but you can't be on the keyboard. You don't have to stay in the bed. But I'll give you some time. Figure out, yeah, you just want pets. I know. That's all you always want. Okay. She just this ain't gonna work, girl. Sorry. My cat also thinks she needs to help me code. I know, they have so many good ideas that they can only get out with meows and paws. Sorry. Maybe one day you'll make the first game created by a cat, but for today, I'm gonna need you to just observe. Yeah, she just lays down right in front of me, wanting to lay on the keyboard. Sorry, sweetie. Just lay in the cat bed. I'll pet you while you're there. Come on. Come on. Don't like this bed anymore or what? Oh. Actually, Domino's in the bed now. But don't y'all fight over it. This was your plan all along, huh? To have Domino get in the bed so you'd have to just lay right here in front of me? Evil. Oh, she's gone. That's your cue. Here. I'll let you walk around on the ground for a bit. Trapped up here. But if you're going to come back up here, you're going to have to hang out in the bed. A pause. cat hair floating around. Gosh. Trigger when paused. Seems there is some form of in-engine action for pausing the game already. Makes me wonder if I need to actually have this IA pause. Let's go take a look. Okay, so I think before, the way I was summoning this... Oh god. Holy moly. Cat hair galore. You look like you fall asleep in your chair and chat with the buddies. I don't know where you would get that from. Mr. Green Vanilla. That's crazy. That's a name I've never heard before. Are y'all in the new mode right now? You you seem tired. Should probably take a break. At some point tonight, yes. I do want to play the new Battle Royale mode if it's any good. I assume that's what y'all are playing right now. Should probably take a break. You guys are ridiculous. Okay, so I think I was calling this through a validation check. So should probably do the pause button or the pause menu in the same way. I'm escaping from Duck Off. Is that good? Is that any good? I heard it was better than Tarkov, so I don't know if that's a high bar, but I heard it's decent enough. You could probably just copy this exact same set of nodes. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not really anything different I need to do other than just change out instead of the charge meter, just change it out for the pause UI. Let's try that. Let's go IA pause. Casual yet not at the same time. I do want to try it out here soon. We'll have to all hop on. That is if I don't get too tired and fall asleep in the middle of it. Triggered. Actually, let me paste these in here first. I'm sure there's other widgets I'll need to put in here, other nodes. But just as a test. Oh no, I need to. Okay. UMG. Pause. Basically expect to die, but since it's single player and pretty forgiving, it's not as bad as Tarkov. Oh, I didn't know that it was just single player. I don't know why I thought that there was like a multiplayer aspect like Tarkov, unless it's just optional. Type was this again? Is it just a UMG type? No. UI? Why can I not? Oh, variable type. UI. Am I crazy? Where'd that go? Compile. What's a custom type? How in the world? Oh, object reference. There we go. It's like, how in the world did I even make that? Actor texture. Ew, what? Object reference? No. That is not what I want. Are you making that hentai game you've been talking about? Unreal. Look, Doug, I'll get to the game you want me to make once I learn the basics, okay? Stop hounding me for this hentai game that you really want. Soon, and you'll be a consultant. Good plan. If I can figure out how the heck I made a variable that referenced my charge meter object or actor. Cannot remember how the heck I even did that. I want to be a character model. I'll let you know once we get to the once we take a trip to Kojima Productions scanner facility. We'll get you first class tickets. Only if we can also scan the bottoms of your feet. I think that's a requirement for using that facility, now that I think about it. So get rid of that. Man, I'm stumped. I cannot remember how I created a variable based off of the UI charge meter, because I need to do the same thing for UI pause. That was like 3 weeks ago that I did that. Same way you create any variable. Yeah, so when I come down here to create a variable, it's this part that I'm kind of getting confused about. I can't remember how the UI charge meter was even an option to select from here. Is it under object types? No. No, I can't be scrolling all the way through that. No. Oh, you just search it? Really? UI pause. Look at that. That's right. You're the goat, bacon guy. Thank you. It's having an extreme brain fart. Okay. You are the goat. That's why he's the goat. Okay. So we'll get. Oh, that's right. Convert to validated get. Okay. Then I guess just triggered, right? I used started before, but we'll try it with triggered. Okay, so we are valid, visible. It's not valid. Creates the widget. Okay, now down here is where it actually makes that widget visible. Okay. Because as another helpful person pointed out, I want to do it in a way where I am not just spawning a new reference or just spawning a new actor essentially every time I pause the game. Valid. Nope. Crazy. Oh, it's charge meter. That's, I don't know why I would do that. That's silly. Okay. Visible. Just set visibility, right? No? No. Visible. Doesn't seem like there's any difference between those two. One just has like a hard dedicated reference to the charge meter. So this is fine. Okay. And then I want to hide it after I. Oh, it should be a flip flop, shouldn't it? Probably should. If I hit the pause button again, I want it to unpause. So it should flip flop. Let's see if this works to begin with. I never even one. Okay, I'm gonna have to make the pause button something different than escape because escape just closes out the little preview player. But two, I did not even assign it to, where is it? IMC. Yeah, we did not put it in the IMC. So let's go IA pause. And just set it as tab for now. Save that. Save that. Save, save, save. Hey, it's on screen now. Hello, I rebound, stop, play, or rebound. Yeah, I rebound, stop, play to shift escape for that exact reason. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not a bad idea. Actually, I might end up doing that. Okay, so on pause, I'm going to need some type of just box, just a colored box to lay, like a black box to lay over the whole screen, and then set the opacity to like 20% or something. Box. That might not be the name of it, but I just figured box would be box would I figured box would make the most sense as a name. It's probably called something else. It's input, a list, mask, optimization, panel. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, I think. Wait, can I set the canvas panel to have like a color on it? Probably not. That would make too much sense. Border. Oh, border. Okay. So let's do something like that. Look at that. Coming in clutch again, my goat. It probably doesn't matter. I can just make that a little bit bigger than it needs to be. Okay. Set it to black. Okay, that is not the color that I'm looking to change. That's funny. Oh, because you can do an image as well. Interesting. All right. Okay. Opacity in here as well. Oh yeah, right there. Alpha. Let's do like 0.20. Okay. Oh. I did not mean to bring that open. Okay. That's looking like a pause. Nothing else is set properly, but at least I've got the UI on the screen. Sweet. Yeah, I'm thinking like a flip-flop might be what I need right here. Flip flop. There we go. Do a. Okay. And how was I? Okay, it's just setting it to visible or invisible. Okay. That's all I needed to do. Get set visibility. Hidden. I don't think that's yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Maybe started. Yeah, that's a little bit more how I wanted it to behave. Okay. Okay. Sort of getting it here. I want to bring that down just visually so it's like off of this flow. Sweet. Now I just need it to actually pause the game. Is there... Why do I feel like if I'm just going to type here and there's just going to be like a pause option? No, there's not. Okay. That's one of those things I could totally see the game, not the game, the engine just already having built in. Got a lot of other weird random stuff just built in by default. Figured that might be one of them. Pause tracing, pause animation, set game paused. It looks like it is. Would you look at that? Paused. Oh, Unreal, you never make me fail to scratch my head and go, interesting. I wonder what happens now. Oh, but that flip-flop don't work anymore now. Which makes sense. Oh wait, is my mouse able to... Nope. Yeah, that flip-flop's not going to work. Is IA pause set to be triggerable? I can read words. Is IA paused set to triggerable during pause? I don't believe it is. So let me. Oh god. No, I don't think it is. That would definitely make sense if that's what's necessary. What just happened to my details panel? Details. There we go. I think that's going to be over here. Triggered when pause. That's right. I looked right at that earlier and did not think anything else of it. Sweet. Thanks, man. But it's not the preview window. It's just cut off on the side right there. That's hilarious. Oh. That's weird. It pauses once, but then when I unpause it, then pause again, it knows stay paused. Let's see here. Let's look at the logic flow here. So it's setting it as not paused. flip-flop does that whole number again. And it should be setting the game to pause right here, as far as I know. Maybe let's try. Just gonna print the string, see if anything comes up. Or if anything doesn't come up, I should say. Pause. It's not getting past there. Oh, you know what? This is why. It should not be here. What a silly goose I am. It should be here. Actually, I think both, right? Yeah, there and here. There's no point having two different print strings that do the exact same thing. Yep, there we go. That was the problem. Cool. Can delete that. Right now, let's figure out a way to actually move my mouse around on the screen. It's only one pause node, but different paths. Oh, I see what you're saying. Wonder if that make a difference. Because I've thought about this before as well, specifically in regards to like variable or object references. If it's better to like connect the same reference into multiple nodes, or if, you know, like I'm doing here, if it doesn't really matter that I just have multiple references there. I guess same would go for this function. But I assume I can just do this right here. Yeah, that works too. Cool. I guess it makes sense visually. It makes a bit more sense too. You're wanting to get the same result here, and just yeah. Okay. Okay, so it seems like show mouse cursor is a bool variable in the player controller class. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really matter here, but in bigger code, it can make it more maintainable. That makes sense. I mean, your code's harder to work with if you can't just like really look at it and see what it's doing. So having like it go off into different directions makes it less readable. I see what I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. No, I need to get. Well, I'm in the assets event graph. Because it's a variable in the player controller class. But I kind of fear that it's not the same controller. Might be. Let me just try to do this first before I try to come up with ways to fix a problem that I don't know exists yet. Look at that. Then hey, look at that. Sweet. Right now these buttons probably need to actually do something, I suppose. Oh, this is on top of everything else. Okay, this needs to be like down here. There we go. Okay. Is that way I wasn't getting any type of like hover effect? Oh. Okay. Ooh, unclicked or unreleased? Released might feel a little tactile. Maybe make like a sound effect on clicked. I don't know. That's probably not something I need to worry about right now. Unreleased, button 0. Go, I should probably make a custom event. Screw it though. Just doing it the unorganized way for now. That should be okay. Oh, but it doesn't get rid of the UI. That's funny. Duh. I should probably just make all this like a function. Well, no, because I think functions will carry over like that. I could probably just grab the set visibility right here and be fine, to be honest. It's probably not what I should do, but it's what I'm doing. Oh no. Ain't that something? All right, so it's probably I'm probably gonna have to have an interface here. Yeah, let me get rid of all that. And gotta remember how to set up this dang old interface. Or maybe a custom event. Probably an interface. Knew I was gonna have to deal with these eventually. Hmm. The dispatchers do again. Maybe that would be more viable. Because that just fires multiple events. Well, no, that could work still. Still use a dispatcher. Yeah, that makes sense. It feels I feel like there's a couple different ways, like you said, that I could solve this problem, but how do I want it solved? Is really the question. Because I could probably just do it where, it sets the game as paused. Well, no, that's still not going to get rid of UI. I'm going to say maybe set the game as paused, or use a boolean to tell if it's paused or not, and then remove the UI that way. Depending on, but that would only matter if I'm hitting the pause Action. Oh, the pause to action. Hang on. No. Let's try a dispatcher. Okay, I probably don't need this screen anymore. I can close that out. Same with this one. I can close that out. Don't need the charge meter anymore. File, save that. Get that. Right. Oh, but then I won't be able to grab it from here. I'm really feeling like my solution here is going to be an interface. Let me read back up on that. Apparently, I need to take myself back to class as far as how interfaces work. Oh, but I need a separate blueprint for that. Okay. Maybe not. This seems like it's based on the wording here. It seems like it's really just meant for communicating between like altered children of a class, not just like completely separate. No, I mean they're all altered children of the same class at the end of the day, so I guess it should still work fine. This is for like setting up a point light too, so I'm trying to like translate in my head how this would work. Okay. I think I could just set up like a pause interface. Oh. Blueprint interface. We'll just call it pause for right now. It seems like it's usually set up as like an interact for the base, but not sure when I'd be like interacting with things outside of like rolling through like an area. Seems like all my interaction can be solved just by like overlaps. We'll start with pause for now. Right click, interact interface function, select implement event. What you really want is a dispatcher. See, that's what I was thinking when I was reading up on that. But I remember kind of glossing over interfaces more than I should have, so I thought maybe that was going to be the right answer. But it seems like, especially if you're agreeing that the dispatcher is the way to go, try and do it that way instead. All right, so let's probably just get rid of that. I don't need that right here. Delete that. Okay. Okay. Dispatcher lets you trigger an event on the actor that references it, but without the pause menu needing to circular reference back. Oh, okay. Okay. Late. Good set as enterings. I don't know. Alrighty. So we'll go dispatcher. So I can just make that here. I wonder if I should make it here instead. No. Probably want to make it on the ball itself. Puts an out. I'll compile. Create a new input argument. That just opens and closes the dropdown. Okay. Okay. I don't think I can mess with this, right? This is read only. Okay, and then I come back to the event graph. Okay, this is how it works. No. All game pause. No. interfaces and dispatchers can be confusing, but when they click, it opens a lot of doors. Yeah, I believe it. I guess for some reason I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around how they work again. I swore I went over a section on it in a couple of the lessons I did, but might have just been heavily glossed over. Might just honestly need to go back to a lesson on it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my main focus in the next episode here. I think it's gonna be time to wrap this up, though. I do unfortunately have a couple things I got to take care of before work tomorrow. I want to try to hop on more often than just once a week, because I've just been streaming once a week for the past like couple months. But if I ever wanted to have an affiliate status, once a week is not frequent enough. I would need to at least stream twice a week, at least every other week, twice a week. So I want to try to hop back on here at some point again later this week and figure out this issue. But for right now, I am kind of pushing the window that I have for streaming this evening. So I appreciate stopping by. Always feel free to stop by again at any point in the future. I'm happy to have you. You've been a big help, as always, my goat. And anyone else that stopped by, appreciate you. Especially my boys who jumped in here and kind of trolled me a little bit. But, you know, that's what friends do. So have a good week. Try to be on again a bit later this week before my scheduled stream next week. So take care. Peace out. Take care of yourself. Have a good one.